Courage is contagious, and this is something that we all have to realize. We got to stop rolling over.
We get one shot at this, and if you went back to January 20 and if I ever felt like giving up, my company was just getting destroyed. All the box stores canceling us, the shopping channels canceling us, and now debank, deplatform, you name it, it's happened. MyPillow is the biggest attack company in history, but I've had to just stay courageous, pray to God every day that and now that more and more people like you see today coming up to me, that encourages me. It just makes me feel that I'm doing the right thing, and I'm never backing down. I've told them, you destroy my company, you think it's going to stop me from blabbing? It ain't stopping me, Mike.
Well, and people ask me that question all the time. Every day I talk about the products at MyPillow. I use the promo code MikeG. People support MyPillow enthusiastically. People want me to ask you, Mike, how's the condition of MyPillow? How's the company doing?
Since I announced the plan to secure our elections last August, we've been debanked, American Express left, we've been de-merchant servered, all of our credit lines put in. The banks won't borrow me a dime. I've spent all my money on the election platforms. That not outside of the lawfare. This is just anybody that needed help, but MyPillow, we're getting through. We're coming. No, I don't believe any company could have survived those attacks if it wasn't for God. I pray all the time. I'm proactive in prayer. So is my company. All our employees are very upbeat. They're always confident, and we did hire 30 more in May. So we're on the uptick after this attack, and our production's up because of your great audience and many others. But your audience has been great, Mike. You've been up there since the beginning, and for the longest. I believe you're our longest running guy now.
Well, you guys are one of the most important partners we have, and that's why every time I talk about go to MyPillow.com, look for that Mike Gallagher radio special square, click on that box. It's more than just getting the best night's sleep of your life when you order one of the products, and you will, but you're also taking a stand, and that's something that a lot of people have decided to do.
Right, absolutely, and I see everybody too, and they're going, Mike, I have all your products. Well, you might not, because we've got over 500 products now, but and we've got new one that just came out for your audience. The new kitchen towels are in, and these were 6-pack sets, and there's all kinds of different styles that some towels are used for glasses. I mean, all these different things, but $25. They were, $25. Those were, so instead of the 4-pack, now you get the 6-pack
for $25.
For $25. We're doing these specials because, as we were canceled, Mike, I said, well, what should we do? Let's just get rid of the middleman then, and fine, we'll just give the public, the people that are supporting us, and they realize MyPillow is an employee-owned company. I just happen to be the biggest stockholder. I was just in a deposition the other day with one of the companies suing us for billions, and they said, and I tell them, well, you own it. And I go, no, I don't own it. It's employee-owned. I just am the biggest stockholder.
I want to talk about, and don't forget, when you go to MyPillow, promo code MikeG, so we can make sure everybody knows the Mike Gallagher Show audience is standing with Mike Lindell and MyPillow. Trump's criminal indictments and convictions. When that happened, I thought of you right away. I thought, Mike Lindell knows what this feels like. Yeah. Mike Lindell, will you talk a little bit about going to a drive-through on a hunting trip, right, and the feds came after you to get your cell phone?
Yeah, when they grabbed my cell phone, we were in a drive-through. Me and my buddy coming back from a hunting trip. By the way, they still have the phone.
Never giving it back?
No, they're never giving it back. I couldn't do this against all of our rights, everything. But we're in the drive-through, and one car pulls up in front of me, beside me, and behind me, and I've been, if you read my book, I've been around the block, okay? I've been in the streets, and I told my friend, this is at noon, and I said, something's going down, it's bad, stay right there. I opened my door, and I yelled out, I said, who are you, and what do you want? He says, FBI. I said, I don't believe you. Show me your badge. He showed me a badge. I said, how about you? He showed me. I said, well, bad guys may wouldn't have 2 badges, right? So we pull over, and he goes, we're not here to arrest you. We're going to ask you some questions. Well, I wanted to get arrested, Mike, and I did. I kept going, no, you arrest me. I want to go to the January 6th. They go, we're not those FBI guys. I said, well, I told them I want to go. Even though I wasn't on January 6th, I want to go there and speak out what I know and everything, right? And so here I am telling them I want to get arrested. I talked to him about God in my book. I mean, I kept him there for 2 hours, I'm witnessing.
Outside of Hardee's?
Outside of Hardee's. All these FBI guys, they go, Mike, we have things to do. I go, well, good for you. I said, you're the one that got me. And I said, I was funny with them. I said, now you followed me all the way to Iowa. Now you do know I outshot my friend here in ducks this morning, And, but Then they went to take my phone, and I said, you know, they're not getting my phone. And then they said, yeah, we got this warrant thing to take your phone. And I said, well, I want to call my lawyer. And they said, you can't call your lawyer.
They wouldn't even let you call your attorney.
No, and I said, well, then I want to be arrested. And I said, we're at a standoff here. So either going to arrest me for, you know, not cooperating. Finally, they let me call my lawyer, and the lawyer goes, Mike, hand your phone number. It was like this, right?
Tug of war. Now, when was this, Mike?
That was in September of 22.
So in September of 2022, you experienced what the 45th president of the United States and soon to be 47th president of the United States is going through right now.
Yeah, well, him and I talk about this stuff all the time, and you know, he's so courageous, and you got to think about this, guys. You know, he even said, he goes, Mike, when I come out of those courtrooms, he says, I got the whole stage where they might suppress what he has to say. Now he's got all the cameras in his face. He can say whatever he wants. It's like a great campaign. Evil overplays its hand. I'm in the marketing, right? And so is he. He's the greatest marketer that ever lived. I tell him that all the time. He goes, you know, but I'm going to tell everybody this. You think about this. If I was their marketer of the evil, I would have said, you guys, let's make it look good. 29 innocent, 6 guilty, right? Instead, 34-0. They couldn't. You can't. Even people I know on the left are going, this is crazy. That's not true.
You can't make this up.
Even in Nazi Germany, they might have been innocent of something, right? I mean, you can't make this up. And if you use mathematics, that jury could not have sat in there and went through all 34 like they were supposed to and looked at each one individually. It was disgusting what they did, but it actually helps. Remember, God uses all things for good. I tell that to our real president all the time. And he agrees, You know, you look at the time, it looks so devastating, but then you got to look at from a bigger picture. And people are pouring into this bucket of common sense from both sides. I got a program I'm doing called Flipping Democrats. I was just in Chicago a month ago. Over 500 people in the room, blacks, Hispanics, and they were all had voted for Biden, and now they're all voting for Donald Trump. There were a few in the room that weren't. By the time the night was over, they were.
Something's happening in this country.
Absolutely. And the Hispanic, we were asking them all, well, why are you voting for Donald Trump now if you voted for Biden? The Hispanics were really interesting. Almost every one of them said, because our jobs are being stolen by the illegals coming in, and they're paying them cash.
Hispanics.
And they're paying them cash. So the Hispanics they're voting for Donald Trump. The blacks are voting for Donald Trump. And so all these things happening, evil has overplayed its hand.
Well, and for that evil, for anybody who's ever tried to cancel Mike Lindell or MyPillow, I wish they could spend 5 minutes with me watching Mike get mobbed. It took us a half hour to go across this room because everybody wants a selfie, everybody loves Mike Lindell, and everybody loves MyPillow. We sure do. We're proud to stand with you, Mike, and with MyPillow, and thanks for all your support over the years. And let's on to a big victory on November the 5th.
Absolutely. And you guys, if you can, go to the app stores and put in Mike Lindell apps. Get them all, because the plan I'm announcing will be, you're going to need those apps. It's going to secure our election. This is all I've been working on.